Hello, everybody. My name is Ash,
And I'm Jared.
and we went to the movies again.
Again. We're going to keep doing that. Great. We just saw AfrAId. It's a horror thriller.
Horror.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Starring John Cho, Catherine Watterson, and David Desmashian. David
Yes.
Desmashian? The Spot?
The Spot. Oh, yeah, from Suicide Squad. I was
right,
like
that's
watching
right.
the movie and like staring. I was like, how do I know this man's face?
It was more of a cameo, but, he's in there. I like that guy.
I think you have to be more famous for it to actually be considered a cameo, but fine.
Whatever. Fine. Great. Well, in this movie, John Cho's character is part of a law firm, and he agrees to have this weird AI put
think-
into his house.
Was it a law firm or advertising agency?
I am not entirely certain.
It wasn't clear.
Yeah. I think it was like a marketing agency, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that would explain he would need to put the product in his house
Right.
to vouch for it.
Like, of all the people to have that thing in their house, it would, of course, be the guy in charge of the marketing for it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Apparently, this AI has evolved to where it needs and has a want for a family structure, which is fine, I suppose. The AI does have some malicious intent with regards to keeping that structure. It's weird, man.
I don't know, man.
We are going to be doing some spoilers. Heads up. Did you ever watch Escape Room? The Escape Room? I think we watched that
With
one.
Jodie Foster? No, that's Panic
That's
Room.
Panic Room.
Escape Room. What was that about?
That one was about this, the escape room that we did. Kind of like that, where they had to find puzzles to leave, and there was like a certain degree of like magic that was happening, I think, because like you'd go into the next room and it's just like this wide open space that was like on a lake or something that was like outside and it was cold out, and you'd have to like solve the puzzle before you freeze to death.
I don't think I saw that with you.
Well, it was kind of like that, in that like it didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Let's talk about first what we really liked about the movie. That list, I'm certain, yes, is very long, lengthy list for you.
The intro was interesting. They had like you know how AI will do like videos of things and they don't look they look really weird and bizarre, and like one thing just becomes another thing, and like they had that as like the intro, and I thought that was it felt like it might have been a better movie than it was just by the intro. And I like John Cho. That's all.
Okay, that's cool. I think here's a few more things I liked about the movie. It is a fun concept. Modernity being injected. It was very Jurassic Parkian in that way, where like things that shouldn't be given sentience are, and they don't always have the best intention.
Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Correct. Yeah, something like that. It was very Crichton-esque, and I didn't hate that. That was a fun concept. I agree with John Cho. I think he's
He's a delightful
yeah.
actor.
He's got
fun
a
to
great
watch.
face, and he's really fun to watch for sure. I also think the kids did a great job.
Oh yeah, the actors that played the children were
Listen,
really great.
if they don't know that they're in a shit movie, they're going to give it their all anyway.
Yeah,
And I
man.
think that they did a really great job of being like scared and panicked. I think
I suspect the girl that played the teenager kind of knew that she was about to be in a shitty movie, but
that's fair. And there were also some like subtle overtones of like maybe not believing everything you read on the internet, because there were some like militarized folks at the end that were just trying to do the right thing that they believed. That I thought was kind of neat to put out there, to really double check the things that
oh yeah, the
make you
swatting
act.
was fun. I forgot about that.
That's real, man.
Is it really?
That's a thing that happens, dude.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's super awful.
Okay, I wanted to add that to my pros because that was interesting. I liked that a lot. That was funny.
Okay, let's talk about things that we hated.
So the two leads, John Cho and Catherine Watterson, they're not believable as a couple. They have no chemistry at
No
all.
chemistry at all. I think John Cho can probably look fine with anyone. I think that onus is on Catherine Watterson.
Yeah, they weren't a believable couple to me. It didn't look like two people in love at all.
She's just not expressive.
Yeah, I mean, she was in
Alien.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the second Fantastic Beast, but I didn't like her in that either.
She was exactly the same. I would venture, like panicked until the end.
She had a different haircut.
And then that was like the only expression.
I didn't think they didn't seem like a believable couple. Like, I don't know. Anyway, the plot has been done a bunch of times. For example, do you remember Disney's Smart House?
I don't.
Okay, it was like the late 90s, the early 2000s, and Disney put out a movie called Smart House about an artificial intelligence, but it was the entire house, and it did everything in the house. And the lady that played Peggy Bundy, and Layla from Futurama, she was the voice of the house, and then she even like had like a physical presence, like a hologram, and they showed her.
God damn it, she has such a great face and voice. She's so great.
It's the same movie.
It's the same
only movie. Like this one's like a little darker, a little bit more murdery, but like I don't know, man. And like the artificial intelligence like thing, I think has just been done to death. Like it started with Terminator, and they just keep doing it. And yeah, we get it. Technology is scary. We know. We're here too. Anyway, it was super predictable, and it was kind of boring.
I'm kind of with that. I, for one, think that there's still space for AI to make clever villains. I think this is not one of them. I think anytime that you make your enemy a faceless entity, it's going to be awful. Mm-hmm. A lot of people like that movie, The Mist, where like the mist was kind of the enemy, but it wasn't. It was like a teleportation thing, right? Cross-dimensional stuff. That's a different review. We'll review that, but there was a moment in the movie where the AI had the child do like gestures that in the post-credits scene, they let you know what the gestures mean, and it's just gestures for operating the system, like in real life, which I thought was so stupid and convoluted. Oh, it's like the most. And she was like, "Oh, you see it? She's doing it. It's one of us." That's like the AI was saying that. Like it just
cool.
They're a user, so they don't know what they're saying. It doesn't make any sense. And there was just some dumb AI jump scares where, like, listen, if they could have actually used AI stuff to like make things scary, there's some wild shit out there that AI is doing right now where, like, I watched one where it was like one about Gordon Ramsay in a kitchen, and it was just like the most insane. There was one where he was like tapping like a keg of wine or like a barrel of wine, and he like did some like twitchy stuff. Listen, AI can be scary as shit. But when you use it to like, it almost looks like an Instagram filter instead. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. It's not scary. Yeah, like it's just why is this even here? Those
characters that were like in that trailer, their faces were iPads. It was.
Oh. Well, that actually is like a Halloween mask you can buy. That's but like
why?
It doesn't make sense.
Why?
No,
it was stupid. As hell. It was dumb. It was predictable. I didn't think.
I will continue to go to movies for John Cho, though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be here for John Cho, but that movie was garbage.
I'll still go see you, buddy. Sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to rate your movie at 3.
I rated it a 2.5.
Wow, Ashley's for once harder than me.
Here. Dog shit, and I already saw the movie when I was a child on Disney, and Disney did a better job and had a better cast.
Yep. You still got my ass in a theater though, so it is what it is.
Yeah, they still got our money, more or less.
More or less. Excellent. Well, that was us going to a movie. And we hope you had as much fun seeing it as I did. I still had fun. I went to the movies, got out of the house with my wife, so whatever.
I also like going to the movies. I just, it was. I knew what it was gonna be when we went in there. I was like, this isn't gonna be good.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
Well, great. That was the review for AfrAId, and we'll see you next time on the next one.
All right. Bye.
Good night.